Sometimes I hate it when I'm right. Remember when I said, oh, because of these new Magic the Gathering announcements that are coming out in 2023, a group of idiots are going to make the false claims that, oh, this means these are coming to D&D and Wizards of the Coast now owns these. So literally within 15 minutes of me making that prediction, I should have bet Vegas odds on that. We're having people coming forward and saying, oh, this means that Lord of the Rings is coming to Dungeons and Dragons. Oh, this means Warhammer 40K is coming to Dungeons and Dragons. I guess this also means that G.I. Joe, Fortnite, Godzilla, the Transformers, and Walking Dead are also coming to Dungeons and Dragons. And Hasbro apparently owns all these IPs. So let's just clarify. In regards to the Lord of the Rings one-shot limited edition Magic set that's coming out in 2023. No, Hasbro does not own Lord of the Rings. Amazon owns Lord of the Rings, in case you are one of the only people on the planet who are not aware of the purchase. Yeah, Amazon owns the rights to the digital and printed IP that is Lord of the Rings, the entire works of Tolkien. As for the tabletop role-playing game rights to Lord of the Rings, that is currently owned by Free League Publishing. They just put out the One Ring role-playing game, and they're starting the Kickstarter for their Lord of the Rings 5e role-playing game. So the tabletop role-playing game license for Lord of the Rings is currently owned by Free League. No, this does not mean Amazon owns Free League, and no, this does not mean Hasbro owns Amazon. As regards to the rights for other images, like, I don't know, toys. Lord of the Rings toys. Why, who makes toys? Who do we know that makes board games and action figures and toys, often related to intelligent IPs like My Little Pony and Transformers? Who is it? Oh, it's Hasbro. Hasbro makes toys. Hasbro's is a multinational corporation whose main focus has been and always will be toys. How much money would Hasbro make if they got the likenesses of Lord of the Rings characters so they could make Lord of the Rings toys in connection with the upcoming production that is going to be on Amazon or whatever it's on? Is it Amazon? Is it Prime? I don't know who's doing the new Lord of the Rings thing. I bet Hasbro came to Amazon and said, look, we'll make this Magic the Gathering set. It'll make money for you. It'll make money for us. It's a one-time thing. You get 70%. We get 30%. In the future, in case you ever think of making toys for the upcoming Amazon Lord of the Rings thing, oh, we'll do them for you. So yeah, this is a one-shot Magic the Gathering limited edition set. It does not mean that Lord of the Rings is coming to D&D, because the role-playing rights for Lord of the Rings are owned by Free League, and all the other rights for Lord of the Rings are owned by Amazon. And once again, Hasbro does not own Free League, and Hasbro does not own Amazon. Warhammer 40K. Warhammer 40K is coming to Dungeons & Dragons. No, there's a limited edition Warhammer 40K themed Magic set coming out. It's a one-shot, much like all the other one-shots like this, just like the G.I. Joe and the Walking Dead one. No, Hasbro does not own Warhammer 40K. No, Hasbro does not own Games Workshop. No, Hasbro will not start making Games Workshop product. You know what Hasbro does make? Toys. You know who has a lot of really cool looking characters that would make great looking, highly expensive, high profit toys? Games Workshop. You know what Hasbro probably did? They probably went to Games Workshop and said, hey, let us use your images for one Magic set, and in return you'll get 70% and we'll take 30%, but in the future, should you ever want to make toys here in the United States, we'll make them for you. And I bet Games Workshop said, this is a great way to get more people to play Games Workshop product, And so we can have Game Workshop toys made for us. Yes. Yes. So it's a one-shot Magic the Gathering edition. It does not mean that Warhammer 40K is coming to D&D. No, Hasbro does not own the rights to Warhammer 40K. No, Hasbro is not buying Games Workshop. And no, Hasbro will not start producing Game Workshop product. What Hasbro will most likely be doing is making Game Workshop themed toys. Now, say it with me, for those of you in the back row who can't hear the sound of my voice. Hasbro makes toys. Once again, Hasbro makes toys. Where do the likenesses of toys that they make come from? I don't know. Other companies. What does Hasbro have to do to get the permission to make toys using the IPs owned by other companies? Like, I don't know, let's just take for an example, The Walking Dead. Well, they have to say things like, hey, how about we make a limited edition Magic set? It brings you free advertising. It brings you money. It brings us money. It brings awareness to The Walking Dead for the Magic players who might not know what it was. In the future, those people might start watching your show, which is more money for you. And in the future, if you decide to make The Walking Dead toys, why don't you have us make them for you if this Walking Dead Magic the Gathering set is successful? And Universal, who owns The Walking Dead, went, yeah, sure, we could always use more good press and we could always use more stuff. Yeah, sure, go ahead. We'll make this deal with you. And then you know what happened? The Walking Dead toys started to appear. Oh my gosh, it's like Hasbro is a toy company. So once again, please, for the love of God, because I told you we would see these videos. Oh, the Lord of the Rings are crashing into Magic the Gathering. Oh, but Warhammer 40K will start showing up in Waterdeep. No, Hasbro does not own Doctor Who. Hasbro does not own The Walking Dead. Hasbro does not own the Lord of the Rings. Hasbro does not own Warhammer 40K. Hasbro does not own Godzilla. What Hasbro does own is a toy-making company. I should have bet money on this. And I'm sure this is not the first time we're going to see these videos. Because of the announcements of the Magic the Gathering limited edition sets, the small, dwindling population of 5e idiots who need to be relevant by spreading false information will continue to say things like, oh, there's a Hasbro Magic the Gathering Doctor Who theme. I guess that means Hasbro bought the BBC and Doctor Who will now appear in Dungeons and Dragons. No, it doesn't. Stop it.